The President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not glitching out on his golf course for the cameras and general public to see. Or when cameras capture in the flash how Trump cheats at his favorite sport, a known fact for some time.
So may God bless everyone here and everyone everywhere. We have a world that's had some conflict, but we've ironed out a lot of it. We have a great and peaceful world. On a much smaller scale, this will be a tremendously successful place, a place where people can come and enjoy life, and it's very special. So I hope everybody in Scotland and well beyond Scotland enjoys it for many, many years to come. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
He's opening a course on the taxpayer's dime.
Donald Trump has already spent millions of dollars worth of taxpayer money to play golf since his inauguration. This is happening as he slashes the federal workforce, guts funding for vital programs, and tees up major cuts to Medicaid to pay for more tax cuts for the rich. Hello?
Depressingly, this feels like it's old news to so many Americans at this point, when it should not be.
This is just fantastic. I mean, they match the font and all. Twinned with Epstein Island. I love it. Trump will be promoting his family business interests while pretending to president. It'll cost the American taxpayers $10 million, and UK taxpayers will be stung with over £14 million for security to protect the convicted felon that technically should not even be allowed in Scotland. Now, this may shock MAGA because they've never bothered to get a passport, but if you have a felony conviction, you're not welcome in many countries. In fact, the USA doesn't allow felons in. Here's the front page of the National. Convicted U.S. felon to arrive in Scotland. Republican leader who was found liable for sexual abuse and defamation will visit golf courses. Scotland hated Trump before it was fashionable.
Please welcome onto the tee the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
You want to take a break from being president? Then go to Camp David. You want to do it in a way that doesn't cost the taxpayer dollars? I'm all for it. But when all you're doing is using the Oval Office as your personal money printing press, I have a problem. This isn't the Trump presidency, the Trump administration. This is the Trump administration Incorporated. It's just a subsidiary wholly owned of the Trump organization. Now, what came out of the United States Supreme Court finding this president to be immune from all criminal liability and exposure, and the fact that he got prosecuted and convicted of crimes and survived to become the president of the United States again? What he learned from that lesson, what his children learned from that lesson, is to make money as fast as they possibly can, hand over fist, while daddy's in office.
Michael Popak of Legal AF on YouTube has a point here. In an analysis from the Huffington Post, American taxpayers will shell out at least $10 million over the next several days so President Donald Trump can participate in a marketing photo opportunity at his golf resort in Scotland, all the profits from which will flow directly to his own pocket. Compare and contrast, if you will, via SV Date, the writer of that Huffington Post piece. The trip is unrelated to a planned state visit to the United Kingdom in September, making it by far the most expensive golf vacation to date in either of Donald Trump's terms. It will also increase the total golf tab in his second term to at least $52 million. In his first term, by the way, he spent $152 million. We're not even a year in. Let's spell it out because it is clear as day. This is out in the open corruption, where a man who owns multiple properties is funneling our hard-earned dollars that we get taxed on just so he could enrich himself. That's it. It's simple. That's it. Not hard to discuss. Not hard to connect the dots. And here's the thing. Rolling Stone reported in May, according to those close to the president, he's gossiped to confidants that it was stupid of him to leave so much money on the table his first time around in the Oval Office, and that only a fool would make the same mistake again. Thus, he's, doing it. A source in the previous admin told Rolling Stone it really is something. They are just bragging about doing now what we all were told to downplay or lie about in his first term. Incredible. Richard Painter, the top ethics lawyer in George W. Bush's second term White House, would say he's using, as in Trump, the presidency to market his golf courses at the taxpayers' expense. He's promoting himself. Duh. Yeah. Added Jordan Leibowitz with the group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. Quote, "We've reached a point where the Oval Office is an extension of the Trump organization, and American taxpayers are footing the bill. A president should not be spending time trying to make money in a foreign country while in office, but if they do, at the very least, they could pick up the tab for their business trips." I conclude with this. His first go-around in 2016, all he talked about was how Barack Obama golfs more than Tiger Woods. This guy's never in the White House. He's never working. We got work to do. We got jobs to do. And it wouldn't take him long in his first term to surpass how many times Barack Obama played a round of golf. And Republicans obviously hated it, but they'll hate anything. And now he is going to definitely pass the amount of times that he golfed in his first term, not just by dollars, but also by rounds. And it's very simple. David Fahrenthold, who is a journalist with the Washington Post, reported, I believe around 2018, 2019, that these properties were failing. They were kept afloat because Donald Trump knew that if he had the presidency, he could take as much money as he wanted to and keep them above water. That's what he did. And hearing these reports from Rolling Stone and a former official within the administration saying that, it was stupid of him to not misuse as much from the American public as he could. Like, baby, I see this. There's a really good website, I believe, unless it got shut down, I might as well check right now, called, it didn't. TrumpGolfTrack.com. It used to be a different one. So the last time I checked this, it was actually higher, though they haven't posted in July. As of June 21st, he spent 20% of his time golfing. 191 days in office, 38 days spent golfing. He has done more now. There is no doubt about it. There's another website called Did Trump Golf Today, where it's more up to date. He has golfed 45 days out of 192, and the estimated cost to taxpayers for golf since returning to office is $63 million. Wasn't it Jimmy Carter who had to sell his peanut farm? I mean, this is diabolical, but they know this is the last go round, so they got to cash in. And that's exactly what they're doing at the expense of not just me, a leftist, not just socialists, not just communists, not just centrists, not just libs, not just Republicans, not just conservatives, not just MAGA conservatives, not just the alt-right, not even just fascists, etc. The entire spectrum, no matter who you are, we have one thing in common right now, aside from billionaires ruining the country and a lack of climate change policy. If you've seen what's been happening recently, it's no coinky dink. But we also unite in this. Donald Trump is taking your money in order to enrich himself. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.